I hate fucking waiting around. I think earlier in my training career, I had this idea of like resting in between sets to try to get maximal performance. Now, I hate the idea or I hate the feeling of dead space. Like if I'm going to do a movement, I want to basically transition to another one, give a short rest period and get back into it. And I found that by pushing the training, I got a better training effect. So we're able to do that. So I got those 2 days, and then I'll alternate between some plyometrics. We use a strength. There's an aerobic conditioning day. And so I basically float between kind of an interesting template. I get to test a bunch of stuff and find different things that I like and use it. And what's amazing too is, and you've seen this, Carl, because you follow Feel Strong, you followed other training programs. There's kind of like this time in your life where you're like, I'm going to go to Grindstone. And unfortunately, once people get there, they're like, fuck, I should have been doing this program all along. So I think it's viewed as kind of like, I don't have the time for the others, I'll do Grindstone. And then they get to Grindstone like Johnny Durette's like, I don't know what I was fucking around for doing anything but Grindstone. It fits for everything I need. And I think,
it was our most undervalued program. Now I would say it's our fastest growing program.
Yeah.
So people are finding out about it.
Yeah. It's hard to keep good things a secret. And I think with...
that's the trick. We got to tell people, hey, don't tell anybody about this program.
What we're really good at here at Power Athlete is creating extremely cryptic, very like esoteric information and training programs where we have to go in extreme detail to explain it to things. And Harry and I wrestle with this constantly. Like, is it good? It's great to have a great product. It's bad to be like the best kept secret on the planet. And I think there's thousands of people that know that the training programs meet the demands, and I think word's getting out. But I think Grindstone is definitely underrepresented in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Well, I do want to highlight some things. The recommended days are pretty cool. Essentially how they're arranged, and you get to choose your own adventure. As Carl, you brought up in the article, we're going to link up in our show notes here. So talk about the value you've seen as a coach in choosing your own training adventure each day.
Yeah, so it really allows me to adapt to, like I said, what the week is throwing at me. I can have all good intentioned to have a time blocked off for a workout, and something pops up that's going to take priority, and I have to shift that. But just knowing within 7 days at minimum, I got these 2 to get in. And from there, if I get those 2 in, then it's a really nice kind of say, okay, look, what's next most important for me as far as my training goals or what I need that week? Is the hypertrophy? Is it more the aerobic work? Or is it more kind of like you said, like the plyo and things like that? What's going to fit within my schedule or fit within my goals? And really had to go and do that. So like in the article I was talking about, that's when I was also working with Sam. So body comp was something I was really working on. So I'd make sure I get my 2 mandatories in, and I'd really try to prioritize the aerobic and then the hypertrophy days. And then as the goals shift a little bit, then I can just make that little adaptations and pick the optional ones that still fit with either the time that I have to train that week or whatever training goal I have at that time. So it's really nice to kind of, you have your foundation of those 2 days, and then week to week or time period based on goals or what you have available to you, you can pick and choose where you go with things. And it's really nice to have that flexibility. Whereas some other programs, like they have their set training track. Whereas this one, you can kind of take it from here to there, wherever it's presenting to you.
So I really think that all the different levers that we're pulling on Grindstone make it just a really interesting program, and something that as I'm doing my own training, I think guys that like myself or Carl, like, how do I continue to drive adaptation even when you might have something like an injury? And, being able to hold the bottom of positions for the isometric contractions, following it up with something dynamic like in the PAP has always worked very, very well. And I think you get a high neural response without fucking throwing yourself into the furnace and burning yourself down.